Okay, we'll get started. We'd like to welcome Justin Thomas into the interview room. He is making his fourth career start at the Wyndham Championship, his first since 2016. But it's 2009 I want to start with, Justin, as a 16-year-old where you made your cut here in your first PGA Tour event. Take us back to that year and what that tournament meant to you and what you remember about it.
Yeah, I never thought you were going to ask about that. That's it was an unbelievable week. Obviously, it was an eye-opening experience. It was a blast. There's a lot of funny memories from them. I remember whoever was working the range not believing I was a player and giving me range balls. My dad getting the restart time an hour off and me being the only person on the property for an hour. And obviously playing some good golf and getting in contention there for a little bit on Friday. So it was, I was talking to Todd out there, and I obviously knew I wanted to play professional golf, and I knew I wanted to play on the PGA Tour and try to be, winning tournaments out here. But that somehow took my want and drive and determination even higher after that week. It was just the coolest experience, and I'm like, I want to do this every week, and I want to do this for a really long time, and I just can't believe I was 14 years ago. It's pretty wild. And
speaking of that, 14 years later, here we are. This is a huge week for you. I know. Just talk a little bit about your game plan coming into the week and your expectations of what you're hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, expectations. I don't necessarily have anything in particular. I mean, I know I'm really, really close to playing some really, really good golf, and the reality is, I need to play well this week to give that an opportunity to come out. And that's the unfortunate but also realistic part of where I'm at right now. And I'm excited. I think it's an unbelievable opportunity. It's I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is I think it's great for the Wyndham. I mean, there's plenty of guys here that some big names that are going to give this tournament kind of some of the credit it deserves, I feel like, on a great golf course. And I'm just going to go out and play the best that I can and try to see if we can get in contention to try to win a golf tournament and see if we can get on a little run to end the season.
All right, let's open it up to questions. We'll start with Ron.
Justin, I heard you say outside that you're embracing this. Can you just explain? I mean, it would be easy to fight it, I guess, but how are you embracing it?
Well, I think I've learned. I mean, I'm obviously not playing as well as I have in past, but I'm really not playing that poorly. I haven't really gotten much out of my rounds, and I've, like on Friday last week at 3M, I mean, I had two swings that literally cost me 5 strokes on Friday, and if those swings go how they normally do in any other situation, I'm like 15th heading into the weekend instead of missing the cut. So it's just kind of been one of those seasons, I guess, if you will. But it's just I've obviously had a lot of time some weekends to reflect, but a lot of time, and it's just I think obviously I would much rather not be in the situation that I'm in, but it just really has reminded me a lot, kind of the beginning of the season or last year when the whole elevated events came out, or the top players planning more events and guys getting mad. Of course, all the rich get richer, all the top guys. Like, of course, this benefits them. But like, this is golf. Like what is happening this year? It happens every single year. Someone of my caliber. I mean, a top player. Like, it's just I'm not having a bad season. I just haven't won anything. Haven't finish some tournaments off how I won, and like I'm in a position where I may not make the playoffs. And there's a lot of other good players that have too, and there's also guys that maybe have been in this position I'm in right now that have played as well as I have other seasons, and it's like that is the reality of golf. Like it's all on you. You're not relying on any teammates to bail you out, to hinder you. It's all on you, and there's just guys that have played better than me this season, whether they're ranked first in the world or 101st in the world. And but now I have an opportunity to play well this week, get into the playoffs, and to go to 3 courses that I love. And like I said to Todd out there, I mean, I have a chance to, have one of the craziest endings to a PGA Tour season, and I'm going to try to do that.
All right, Josh.
Justin, what's your reaction to the tour's announcement about 30 minutes ago that Tiger is now a player director, as well as the decision that no kind of new measures will be taken as it relates to the framework without the approval of the players?
Yeah, I'm obviously excited to have Tiger on behalf of the players. I mean, I know that he takes it very seriously. I think he's spoken to it some, but obviously his relationship with Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, and what they did to basically create the PGA Tour kind of what it is now, and we've been dealt with some roadblocks, if you will, or just some difficult circumstances, and I think he takes it seriously that he is going to be a part of paving the way for the future and the current, I guess, I don't know if you want to call it structure or whatever, of the PGA Tour. And I think, especially with him not playing as much now, I know he has a little bit more time than if he was playing a full season and full schedule. So he takes the future of the PGA Tour very seriously, and he wants it to be in the best hands possible and it to be in the best position possible. And I think it'd be very easy for someone like him. All he's done, just kind of, what do I need to do? I've made the tour what it is, where it's at financially, all the sponsors, TV deals, whatever, and it'd be pretty easy for him to just hide under a rock the rest of his life and be just fine. But that's not who he is. He wants to continue to see the PGA Tour grow and succeed.
And just knowing that players will have a say going forward.
Mm-hmm. I think it's important. I think it's very obvious last year that pretty good amount of us were frustrated and taken back with how some things took place. But, we were just kind of put in a funky or a tough position with how stuff was handled in the past. And, we want to have a say of what's going on because, it is our tour as well. And how it's structured and how it looks is important to us. So we would like to have a little bit of a say-so on how that looks.
All right, MK.
JT, with just how important this week is and having a good showing, how confident are you as a competitor in crunch time situations?
I'm very confident. I am. I mean, it's different than trying to win a tournament or making a putt for a Ryder Cup, a President's Cup, whatever it may be. But it's still that same feeling. I mean, I was and am so excited to be playing this week. I mean, like I said, it's just it's a cool opportunity. It's a great opportunity for me. And I've been in the right frame of mind. I feel like for the last kind of month or so, I've been in a lot better headspace of just a feeling like really good things are coming. I'm not as much expecting or saying, when's this going to be over? When it's just making it not as big of a deal as it is, and just understanding that just haven't been scoring and doing what I have in past, and know that any week, just one shot, one round, one tournament could flip it, and then a month nobody's talking about it anymore. So I just I'm excited. I mean, I feel like I'm going to play well this week. I've also felt like I was going to play well at the U.S. Open, and I finished what felt like about last place. So that's also a part of golf. You just don't know what you're going to get. But one thing I definitely have learned is you need to be in the right headspace and at least expect some good things to happen. And at least that's where I'm at. So we'll see.
All right, right over here, back right.
Justin, what areas of Sedgefield are you looking to attack? You've got experience here, so what do you remember?
Yeah, I really do like this. I love this golf course. I think it's very old school. It has some similarities or feels of probably more so just because of the grass, but of like a Memphis or an Eastlake, two places that I love and I've played well. But if you hit the fairways, you can make a lot of birdies out here. But if you miss the fairways, you're grinding. I mean, Bermuda rough is just no joke. The greens are very tough to hold out of the rough. The greens are so good. I mean, I just went and putted for probably 45 minutes or an hour, and I quickly remembered when I first played here they were bent, and then when they changed to Bermuda that they just almost had a whole new feel to them. And you have to have control of your ball, leaving it in the right spots on the greens, on your approach shots, and if you get out of position, don't make it worse than it is, avoid the double bogeys and stupid mistakes like that, and just kind of wait for your run, because I feel like you have the opportunity at this place to, kind of have a stretch, whether it be 6, 12, 18, 27 holes of getting after it pretty good. So just kind of staying patient and waiting for that to happen.
All right, a couple more. Anything else? All right, actually that does it. JT, thanks for your time. Best of luck this week.